Hey guys, so I'm about to head to the office right now. I'm definitely a little late, and so it's probably not a good time to be filming because I'll be more late as a result of it, but it's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it anyways. So, yeah, this is my work attire for today. As you can see, I'm wearing a big, puffy, black North Face jacket. It is November now, and so the temperature is dropping, and as a result, I'm wearing this thicker jacket to kind of offset the cold and be warmer, I suppose. One additional benefit to doing this in this context is that when you kind of wear thicker clothes in winter or when it's colder and kind of fit in with society a little bit, you don't get asked questions such as like, "Aren't you cold? Why are you wearing so little?" or things like that. So yeah, so if you want to avoid those questions, you got to fit in with the times and kind of follow the crowd a little bit. And so I'm doing that with my wardrobe attire today. So that's that. As for where I got this, I think my brother, he ordered one because he loves ordering clothes. And by mistake or the grace of God, they sent an extra one by mistake. And so I took the other one. That's this one. We only paid for one. It did cross my mind that maybe I should return this. Is that the right thing to do? Maybe that is, maybe that isn't. And I kept it. Whether it's right or wrong, you be the judge of that. But so far, I've been enjoying this. It's been very useful because a couple of weeks ago, actually, I have another Patagonia puffy jacket that I loved a lot and wore a lot. But I put it in the washer and dryer for the first time, and it came out just looking bad. I mean, it lost its puffiness, its edge, its shine. It's like wrinkly and like quite thinner. It doesn't look right. And so, yeah, that was a couple of weeks ago. Been working really hard to revive it. Kind of just letting it hang in the closet, giving it more time to rest, and kind of just moving it around a little bit. But it's not quite there yet. I've hoped that it will come back to life and be as good as it was before. It's kind of the improvement has stalled, but we'll see if that happens. So right now, this is the only jacket I'm rocking. I'm wearing this literally every day now to everything, and I get a little insecure about that because it's all I wear. It looks like I have no other jackets, and in reality, I don't. And does that make me look poor? Maybe a little bit. Should I be a little insecure about that? Maybe not necessarily, but it does bother me a bit. I mean, no one has said anything, but yeah, it's definitely in there. So I might have to add to my collection pretty soon. So yeah, that's that. At least I am wearing a jacket now. It wasn't always the case before. I remember in my youth, my school days where I was out here in New York City, there was winters as well, and I always pushed the limits of wearing as little clothes as possible because that's just more comfortable, right? Why would you want to wear big, bulky things, add layers, take off layers? It's just time consuming and tiring. And so I've always like tried to wear little, just wear flip flops, even in the snow, wear shorts as long as possible. If I need a jacket, wear a really, really thin one. And that's how I kind of went about things in my school days when I was younger. So from like 18 to 22. And my rationale is really simple, and I think still makes sense that if it's that cold and that obviously cold, I mean, you got to. It makes sense to focus on your time indoors because you're not going to be spending that much time outdoors anyways if it's that miserable outside. And so I figured like, hey, I'll sacrifice some comfort outside, and so that when I run to my next building, I feel more comfortable wearing less clothes. And so that's how I thought about things. To me, it made a lot more sense that way, and I still stand by it. So and I still do that. So I'm gonna get back to that pretty soon, probably, because I don't have a jacket besides this one, and I've got to mix things up a little bit by just not wearing a jacket, I guess. So that's that. The one mistake I have made, though, looking back on, was the one college golf tournament I played in North Carolina in March of 2018, I believe. We played in the Wolfpack Spring Open. I feel like the name Spring is very misleading because that day the weather was so shitty. It was so cold, so frigid, rainy. It felt like a war zone out there. It was super cold, and me being, I guess, in hindsight, naive and wanting to take my chances, I again wore like a simple shirt and a very, very thin pullover, and Yeah, that was a tough day. I really couldn't focus at all. I mean, I don't like wearing layers, especially in golf, because I feel paranoid that it's going to restrict my movement, and it definitely does. It definitely doesn't make it easier to make a big swing that I like making. But what I gave up that day was like the ability to focus. I was freezing my ass off, and it was so cold that I couldn't just be present. I wanted to get out as soon as possible. I rushed my shots. I just couldn't read the greens because I just couldn't think properly, and I played really badly as a result. I think I shot 3 rounds in the 80s, which is so horrendously bad. I think I almost shot 90, which is really embarrassing. I mean, it already was like a high 80 score. I think 89 I shot. Um, but yeah, that was pushing a little bit too much, and that was a mistake in hindsight. But it's okay. Won't do that again. Not really competing anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so like I said, we're approaching winter. It's getting a little colder, and I don't like it. It's very frustrating to know that snow will be coming, and there'll be, just a lot of, just misery in that. Because I think snow's like cool in concept. It's fun. I mean, I watched all the Christmas movies, and it was always snowing, and but it gets old really quickly, like after a week or so, and I'll be dealing with that for like maybe 2 months, 3 months of just not ideal weather. But yeah, I mean, as for what I can do about that, not much. I have, joked to other people that, we should kind of build a big like bubble shield in the city. I mean, I said as a joke, but when I think about it, I feel like we can do that. If any city in the world could do that, it'd be New York City. We have a lot of money, a lot of wealth going through here. It would benefit a lot of people, and I think we like to spend too. Given there's some very ambitious projects that aren't necessary, but we paid for it through taxes, such as, I don't know, Little Island, or like that big vessel in front of Hudson Yards Mall. It's very fancy, it looks nice, not necessary at all. So if we're willing to spend money like that, then I think more functionally we need a big like dome around the city to regulate kind of air temperatures, and like make it so there's always like 75 degrees and like no snow and no rain. And I don't know, I feel like I should pitch that to someone and make that happen. I feel like it's not the worst idea in the world. So yeah, so what else? Fuck. Okay, so I have to go to the office now. Thanks for listening. Okay, bye. Bye. Bye.